Hey there guys, hope you're all doing well. Guy with the Current 23 back again with this week's Blu-ray update. Now last week I only had one title, and this week I'm not doing that much better. I've only got two titles, but to be fair they are a couple of belters. So yeah, I'll get straight into it. Basically I was in Sainsbury's yesterday and I was looking at the Blu-rays and I saw a film that I'd seen that was directed by Rob Reiner, and I was thinking, I've seen most of his films, but this is the kind of one of the more famous ones that I've never seen. I've seen clips of it, and also there's a couple of famous one-liners in here. But yeah, I wanted to pick it up because, like I said, I'm a big fan of Reiner's work, and it has a great cast in it. And like I said, I kind of knew kind of bits of it and kind of what the gist of what the story was, but I'd never seen it. And it's from 1992, and to be fair, it's very 90s. The music is very 90s. But it's a very, very good film, and that is A Few Good Men. Yep, never seen this film before. Like I say, I've seen clips, but never seen it from beginning to end. Really, really good film. The basic plot being, there was in the army there was this kid who was, supposedly murdered by two other soldiers. And basically Tom Cruise is kind of teamed up with Demi Moore and Kevin Pollak to basically represent these two soldiers in court. Basically, they say they didn't do it, and it's a courtroom drama. But to be fair, it's not all in the courtroom. There's a lot of kind of behind the scenes stuff, like you see, like the three of them kind of like working out the case and stuff. But really, really good. One of Cruise's best performances, in my opinion. I still think his performance in Rain Man is probably his best for me. But yeah, really, really enjoyed it. It's a hefty one as well. It's just under 2 hours 20 minutes, but it never dragged. Films like that from the 90s are really, really interesting because they could be like 3 hours, but they can never drag. But yeah, really, very, very decent film. It was only a £5. So I thought, why the hell not Splash Out? Well, Splash Out's only a £5. But yeah, really, really enjoyed this one. I watched it yesterday. I felt like watching it again. So I will do. I'll be definitely keeping this and watching it in the near future. Obviously, it's with the Sony Blu-ray. It's just no disc artwork or anything. But yeah. Yeah, like I say, I'm pretty sure. I mean, there must be at least one other Reiner film I've never seen. But I just can't think of what it is. Of course, I've seen Spinal Tap, Princess Bride, Misery, Bucket List, and all these other films. Stand By Me, of course, which is, to be honest, might be his best film. I haven't quite decided yet. But yeah, if you haven't checked it out, definitely give it a go. It's a very, very good film. Very, very well acted, and very well directed. So yeah, that was A Few Good Men. And the second title in this update was a film that, to be honest, I thought I'd never see. It was on at my local cinema, I think a couple of weeks ago, but I didn't actually realise till it was on. So I couldn't get the day off work, so I couldn't see it then. And it's not getting a Blu-ray release in the UK till next year, and there was no way I was waiting for that long. And so I picked up the Region 8 locked US version of a film. Now I was a very, very big fan of the director's debut film. I think about 2009, and I say it's just a film I wanted to see. I'm a big fan of his. It sounded like a really good cast. It just seemed like a film that I'd be like really interested in. It's my kind of film. It's very small. It's not particularly high budget, but it's got some really good big name actors in there. And it is The Rover. Literally just finished watching it about 10 minutes ago. Very, very good film. Don't know whether it'll be my top films of the year, but possibly, you never know. It depends what the rest of the year brings. But yeah, very, very, very good film. Basically, it's set in the it's set in Australia 10 years after what they call the collapse, which is basically like the collapse of the economy. Like it is not a very nice place to live. It's very desolate. The only people out there were kind of the army, just kind of like arrest anyone and everyone, and it's very there's not many people around, and but it's kind of like but it's very desolate is what I'm trying to get at. And basically, Guy Pearce plays this guy who has his car stolen by three. We're not kind of sure what they are at the beginning, whether they robbed somebody or just kind of killed somebody. and basically they take his car, he chases them down, and they knock him out and kind of leave him for dead. And basically he finds one of the guys' brother, played by Robert Pattinson, and basically they kind of not team up, but Guy Pearce's character kind of makes him tells him where he is, and he just basically wants to get his car back. You don't know why, but yeah, it's just really, that's the basic plot. But it's really, really well done. Even though it is kind of like a desolate Australia, it is absolutely beautifully beautifully shot. Was what I'm getting at. Yeah, it's just a film that I wanted to watch for. I just thought that if I wouldn't get this, I'd never get a chance to watch it. And yes, it is a region A locked, unfortunately. But obviously my player is region free, so I'm not bothered about it. Yeah, but I definitely recommend checking it out. Like I said, I think it's coming out in January, I believe. Like I said, there's no way I was waiting that long. Guy Pearce is his grisly best, and also Robert Pattinson. Now, obviously, not that many people rate him highly as an actor, but watch this film, it'll definitely change your mind, and if it doesn't, there's something wrong with you, because it's very... well, the best performance I've seen of his, but to be honest, I haven't seen that many of his films. So I can't really compare it to anything else. But yeah, really well directed. I'm a big fan of David Michaud. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but he's really kind of a stripped down director. You know, he's not kind of big or flashy. He's just very kind of low key, but he makes really, really good films. Like I said, Animal Kingdom was one of my favourite films of 2009, and it kind of made me aware of Ben Mendelsohn, who is now one of my favourite actors working today. Yeah, it's really, really good. And also, they've got a very good... I haven't actually watched it yet, but there's a very good making of. Now, David Michaud's films, or the Blu-ray of his films, have very, very good makings of. I think the one for Animal Kingdom was like over an hour. This one is about just under 45 minutes, and I haven't watched all of it, but I watched kind of the first like 5 minutes of it, and it's very detailed. It's nice and long, you know. Sometimes you just get away with a featurette and that's it, but it's a very good 45-minute basically documentary. That's the only special feature you get, which is a bit disappointing. I would have wished there was a commentary of some sort, because I know there was on Animal Kingdom Blu-ray, but I mean, the making of is good enough for kind of the purchase, really. Yeah, there's the back. You can't really read that, but yeah, it's supposed to come with a digital copy, but I think the guy who sold it to me kind of took it or sold it or something. And I don't know whether this was supposed to come with a slipcover. I'm not quite sure, but to be honest, it probably would have been just a piece of cardboard anyway, so I probably would have recycled it anyway. Really good quote on the back from... I'll actually read it first. It says, "A mesmerising visionary achievement, the best post-apocalyptic movie since the original Mad Max. With a 1-2 punch of the Rover and Animal Kingdom, David Michaud proves himself to be one of the most uncompromising director of his generation," and that is from Quentin Tarantino. So very high praise from the man himself. And then you just get the disc, obviously in a shitty eco case, but I'll be replacing that soon enough. Yeah, like I say, region A locked, unfortunately, but there you go. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So yeah, I'd say definitely when it does come out in the UK, I'd say definitely give it a go. It got kind of a limited release over the country. I believe it got a limited release in the US as well. I know Chris Stuckman did a review of it, and yeah, very, very worth checking out, and I'm very glad that I paid the money to watch it now, because yeah, so that was the Rover. So yeah, that is this week's update. So like I say, a couple of cracking titles, 2 I've never seen before, both I've very, very much enjoyed, and that is it. So yeah, that was this week's update. So thanks as always for watching. What would be next? I think maybe no, probably not. I'm really stripping down on my Blu-ray purchases. I mean, I don't buy that many new releases. I know there's a Blu-ray of Graduation Day that I really want to get, but the places have been haven't been able to get the stock yet. But I really want to get that, and but there's nothing kind of new release wise that really kind of blown my skirt up. I mean, Maleficent comes out on Monday, but I'm getting the steelbook of that, so I don't really need the Amaray as well. There's that Seve documentary, which I might... No, I probably won't, but yeah, so there's nothing really I want to buy, so I thought I'd kind of save my money. Although saying that, I bought Skylanders Trap Team yesterday, so that's kind of cut a chunk into my funds. So yeah, so I don't know what the next video will be. To be honest, it'll probably be another update. I just getting around to do my shout out video. It's just kind of finding the time. It's kind of finding it hard to do that. But yeah, so I'll witter on for not much longer. And yeah, thanks as always for watching. There will be another update next week, probably, if I actually buy anything. I'm not quite sure if I will do. But yeah, thanks as always for watching, and have a great day.